Yaffee program on WVNN.
So how does the slogan go for Hilton Hotels? You know, it's like, I think it's for the stay. Hilton for the stay. Hilton for the stay. Unless you want to go to the one in Minneapolis, a Hampton Inn, and if you're an immigration officer, no, for the leave. You have to leave. You have to. I don't know why now, I said Hilton. A lot of people point at Hilton, the company. It appears that it was not the company. It was just this one franchise. And of course, they probably hired illegal immigrants, let's be honest, at the hotel. And maybe that's why they're like, okay, we're not going to accept any immigration officers here or whatever. And it's Minneapolis, of course, which Minnesota already has other problems. But I don't know why franchises in 2026 America think that they're going to get away with something like that. I really don't understand it. Because, especially in the Trump administration, did you not think that they would bring it to the public, report on it? Did you not think that that would be a story maybe Fox News would pick up? I mean, DHS themselves put it out on social media. And did you think that, Hilton's going to back us up? Why did you think that? Now, it could be that Minneapolis just they're just living that bubble. So they just think that's how the rest of the world or the rest of the country, how they act, so they can act that way. But looks like they're not going to get away with it, at least according to the latest reporting here. We're going to talk more about this. Got a lot of reaction from our Alabama congressmen and Alabama officials, so we'll get to that and more. You are listening to the Yaffee program. This is the show where you can count on the latest news, the important guests, and the best analysis, all for your morning commute. Here on News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Coming up on the show, we'll get to the Alabama bullet points. The bottom of the hour, we're going to speak with Congressman Barry Moore, who, as you know, is running for the U.S. Senate. Obviously, we'll talk about Venezuela, potential for another partial government shutdown at the end of the month. And yes, he had some comments when it came to this whole thing with Hilton Hotels. So we'll go over that. Later on in the show, we'll speak with Phil Kerpen. He's the president of American Commitment. I really have a simple question for him. How does the economy look now? And how will the economy look in 2026? He usually has a pretty good analysis on that kind of stuff, so we'll talk with him. And Walker is going to do what's trending later, I believe. But Bugsy is here right now, so I have to ask her, how are you today, Bugsy?
I'm doing great today, Yaffee. I thought the moon looked beautiful this morning when I was driving in, and it was the Buc-ee's sign.
The Buc-ee's sign does look beautiful, though, right?
In the fog, it really does. It was so dense this morning, and I was like, what is that? Is it the moon? And I didn't consider, how low to the ground it was, or how close, or like the red in it, or how it looked like a beaver's face. But, they did say there's a man in the moon. Could be a beaver in the moon. I don't know. But, yeah, I felt really stupid. And the
man in the beaver? Does that make... No, that doesn't make any sense. All right,
but
so...
Sadly, it's not the first time. Not the first time.
That you thought it was the moon?
Yes.
What's really funny about Buc-ee's is I have a hot sauce collection. I don't know if everyone knows. I think I've said that before. And yes, I have Buc-ee's hot sauce as a part of my hot sauce collection. Well, now, Evie, my daughter, she goes up to it and she gets super excited because she sees Buc-ee on one of the hot sauce. It's Buc-ee! Buc-ee, let's go to Buc-ee's.
That's way too similar to both my name and Bugsy.
That's true. You just pretend she's saying Bugsy.
Yes.
Bugsy!
She just loves me that much, yeah.
She does. My mom loves you. My daughter loves you. I mean, I don't...
And they hate you. I mean, they give you, fake gift cards.
Apparently. All right, let's get to this story. I had a little bit of this yesterday. I want to give you more of the Alabama reaction. So yesterday I had reported that Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall blasted Hilton after DHS says the hotel booted immigration officers. So his response was, nothing says support for the rule of law like refusing service to federal officers enforcing our border laws. In Alabama, we stand with law enforcement and not political stunts that undermine public safety. Now, this all started because this is what DHS put out on their social media. This is why I'm like, why did this hotel think they were going to get away with it? Did they honestly think Trump himself wouldn't comment on this? But it says here, Hilton Hotels has launched a coordinated campaign in Minneapolis to refuse service to DHS law enforcement. That's what they posted on X. When officers attempted to book rooms using official government emails and rates, Hilton Hotels maliciously canceled their reservations. They said this is unacceptable. Why is Hilton Hotels siding with murderers and rapists to deliberately undermine and impede DHS law enforcement from their mission to enforce our nation's immigration laws? And they posted copies of the emails. So Congressman Barry Moore, who's running for the Senate in Alabama, as you know, he's going to join me at the bottom of the hour. He commented on this as well. He said, canceling hotel rooms for ICE agents in Minnesota is unacceptable. Law enforcement should never be targeted for doing their job or enforcing the rule of law. What happened at a Hilton Brandon property in Minnesota was wrong. It says ICE agents protect our communities. He's exactly right. Uphold federal law and deserve respect, not political retaliation. Now, he wasn't the only one as well to comment on this. Tommy Tuberville, who's going to be Alabama's next governor, he also had some comments. He was on Fox News recently. Play the Tuberville cut for me as well, Bugsy.
You can understand some independent agency doing this, and I don't know whether Hilton had anything to do with it or not. But obviously, they're going to have to get all their ducks in a row when it comes to this, because this can't happen. I mean, this is a free country. This cannot happen. We have to treat everybody the same in this country.
So Hilton apparently did put out a statement in response. And this is what they said. Hilton Hotel serves as welcoming places for all. This hotel is independently owned and operated, and the actions referenced are not reflective of Hilton values. We are investigating this matter with the individual hotel and can confirm that Hilton works with governments, law enforcement, and community leaders around the world to ensure our properties are open and inviting to everyone. So they later on said that they were cutting ties with this specific franchise. But has that happened yet? There was some confusion there as well, because you have independent journalist Nick Sorter, who decides, okay, I'm going to videotape going in there. I'm going to say I'm an ICE officer, and I'm going to see if they let me have a room. And this was after, the controversy had already been out there for a while. So go ahead, Bugsy, play the Nick Sorter cut one for me.
I don't know if you can use a government rate or not, but...
Let's see. It depends, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Is it, what agency is it for? Using the government rate?
They'd be Department of Homeland Security.
So we're not accepting people from immigration, ICE agents, DHS into our property. It's just our management ownership.
Oh, okay, I thought that changed today. Was that?
I just talked to my the owner of the building, and he didn't say there has been any changes. So
really, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just policy. You know that.
Yeah, I mean that's not your fault. Totally get that.
So, they're doubling down, and they're just openly saying this. Now, this really does show that there are pockets in this country where the radical left has just gone crazy, and they honestly believe that they can get away with this, not accepting law enforcement officers. So are there some hotels that maybe don't accept police, like regular police? We had that defund the police movement. Is that a part of this? Or is this just because, they probably hired illegal immigrants and, we must hire illegal immigrants? So that's a part of this? Now, Nick Sorter also went on the Laura Ingraham show shortly after doing this, and he has a lot of questions, which I do as well. Play a Nick Sorter cut too.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I look, so the reason that I came out here to begin with the first time last night was because the press statements that they were releasing just didn't sound genuine. They didn't. It sounded like 2020 George Floyd era type press statements to virtue signal and just to keep people from being pissed off. I didn't believe it. So I wanted to come here and see it for myself and try to just get a room in person wearing a Border Patrol hat and see how that would work out. And then you saw how that worked out. They tossed me away. So they lied, straight up lied, in multiple statements. That was both Hilton and the actual operator of the hotel. And tonight, Laura, I came back here, and right before I went on the show, I walked in there and I tried to buy another room again, and they asked me what my Hilton Honors number was. So they haven't been cut off from the system, right? You can't book it online right now, but at the same time, they still have access to Hilton's computer system. So this is what I'm saying is we cannot take this stuff at face value where they're just these big corporations are like, yeah, well, we're going to do this. And then everybody be like, okay, we won, and then move on. It doesn't work like that. You have to hold their feet to the fire. This is twice now that they've tried to say that they're reprimanding the foreigners, to be honest, that own the hotel back here. And for whatever reason, like if I were to boot somebody off of my network and system and wanted to cut ties with them, I probably wouldn't keep their login credentials on the Hilton server active so that they can know my name when I walked in and gave my phone number.
You know, it's amazing, too, that it took an independent journalist like this to just take video and post on social media. Where's the propaganda press here? Where's the mainstream media? Why are they not doing investigations like this anymore? I'm glad he did it, but since this video came out, according to Fox Business here, it does say Hilton Hotels announced Tuesday that it was ending its relationship with an independently owned Minneapolis area hotel after a newly released video appeared to confirm that the property was still refusing to accommodate Department of Homeland Security and ICE agents. The decision came shortly after the video released by Nick Sorter. We just played some of that. The staff members' statements and secretly recorded video appear to directly contradict their apology. So, according to a statement Hilton put to Fox News, they said the independent hotel owner has assured us that they have fixed this problem and published a message confirming this. A recent video clearly raises concerns that they are not meeting our standards and values. As such, we are taking immediate action to remove this hotel from our systems. Hilton is and has always been a welcoming place for all. Good. I mean, it might seem kind of crazy that you have DHS posting stuff like this on social media, but it got results. I just don't understand how a hotel could really think they could get away with this in 2026 America, but they did. And I guess because it was in Minneapolis, more problems in that city and that state. We're going to talk more about this because, as I mentioned, Congressman Barry Moore had some comments. We'll ask him at the bottom of the hour. I have more Alabama headlines to get to in the next segment with the bullet points. You're listening to the Yaffee program. Stay with us.
You're listening to Yaffee on WVNN.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. This is Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with people like John Cena.
That's where Never Give Up comes from. I wasn't Brock. I wasn't Roman. I wasn't Dwayne. I was last.
And the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
It's a legitimate interview.
This is Insight with
Chris Van Vliet.
Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
the Inside of You podcast.
You're listening to Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Let's get inside of Sebastian Maniscalco.
This whole podcasting thing, right?
I was doing it before every actor and their mother wanted a podcast.
Did you wake up one day and go, I gotta talk to people? You're an actor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
How do we make...
It happened by accident. I had no idea people would start listening. But when you're genuine, that's what attracts people.
The Inside of You podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.